Listen, let me tell y'all something. Black don't crack, but that is not a fact for my back. Look.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
40 is crazy, bro. 40 is wild, and it is on its own level. I need to tell y'all about it. Hey, yo. What up, though? Welcome back to Chasing Your Face on the Sweet Talkers Network. I'm your host, ChaseKassidy, and nah, I ain't got no pants on, y'all. You know what it is. Y'all know, man, from episode 1, I said I don't do pants on this show, and we're not doing pants. I never wear pants on the show, ever. And if you are ever a guest on the show, you taking your pants off too. It's just what it is. It's the house rules, mamita. Dios. Y'all do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, tip your queen. I am your queen. And if you decide that you would like to tip me with a super chat or Cash App, Venmo, however you want to do that, leave a comment. I'll read that comment on the next episode of Chasing Your Face. How about that? Yeah? Cool? Thank y'all. So I'm here to talk to y'all today about being an old... I have just gotten through basically my first 6 months of being a 40-year-old. Shit's crazy. It's crazy to even, it never quite sinks in once it happens to you, but like, it's a thing. And sometimes, and it sneaks up on you. It really does. So all y'all out there, you know, y'all niggas is old, like all y'all, your time is coming. Just wait, queen. Just wait. Just wait, Gen Z. Just wait, because Gen Alpha gonna be playing in y'all face. TikTok one day is gonna be y'all's Facebook. I'm telling you. Just wait your turn. But yeah, no, it's a sneaky shift. You start to notice that metamorphosis. There is a change. There is a change that happens when you start circling your 40s. It is, you know, and it's a sneaky shift, but you start to kind of notice it before you hit 40. You really find yourself, you start caring a whole lot less about like what other people got going on. You care a whole lot less about what they think. And I mean genuinely. We all like in our... Damn, bro. Oh, I'm so jealous. Niggas be fine. Oh my God. He hugging his girlfriend. Bye. And that nigga is bad. He grabbing her cheeks. Yeah. That's ooh, lucky. Ooh. Anyway.
Hoes.
What was I Oh, come on, Chase. Come on. I don't care how old I get. I'm a bum. No, man, I love men. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I love men. Wouldn't change it for a damn thing. But no, you start caring less about what people think. Because genuinely speaking, it's really not my business, and I really genuinely don't care. And you find yourself like in your 20s or whatever, sometimes even in your 30s, you'll say like, I don't care, and you really do be caring. But you'll find once you hit 40, you really don't be, like if I tell you I don't care about something, I really don't care, and I want you to stop talking to me about it. I want you to leave me alone about it. You can go talk to somebody else about that. Like, I don't care to have that conversation with you. And kind of like along those same veins, you just you suffer a lot less foolishness. I am not interested in no BS. Like, you'll find yourself, again, it'll start happening for some, you'll start seeing it around like 36-ish, but definitely 37, 38. And once you in 39, you are basically like in, what women call it, ladies in the who are watching, get in the comments. This is pre-menopause, right? Y'all be having that like early on. So like, we'll just call this pre old ass nigga. Like you'll start to notice those changes around like 39 for sure. You'll be in that zone. This was one that was big for me, and this hit of course, like when I was younger, but it didn't hit like it hit being a 40-year-old, right? Don't nobody know what they doing here. Don't none of us know. None of us know what we're doing here. Nobody knows anything. Nobody has any control of anything. We're just here hanging out until we're not here no more. We don't know why we're here. Nobody has the answers. You know what I mean? And I noticed that, like, we're all just here doing what we can to kind of cope with this existence that we don't understand. We're all like in our own brains trying to piece it together and make it make sense. But it might not even make sense. Who knows anything? We don't know anything. And I realized that, and there's a certain level of comfort in that. It's a level of comfort in knowing that we don't know anything and we never have. We never have known anything. And anything we think we know is made up and or passed down from, that's a whole nother episode. But the older you get, man, like some of y'all might not be feeling me on that, but like the older you get, you be like, damn, like we really out here just doing whatever. And with that being said, like it continued. This is something I struggle with even as a older guy. Like I struggle with like looking at other people and comparing myself to them and being like, well, they got and I want to have and how they, we all feel that sort of stuff every once in a while. Niggas ain't perfect. Nigga, even with the most confident of people, like you have those moments where it's like, damn. But you know what? Realizing none of us know what we're doing and none of us really like know anything, it helps me a whole lot more be able to block out all of the stunting ass people out here who paint their lives to be perfect. The people we follow on Instagram, the people we all compare ourselves to and like, oh, I should be like, and I wish I was more like, and really realizing that, man, everybody out here struggling, bro. In one way or another, all of us are out here struggling, whether it be financial struggles, whether it be mental health, whether it be physical. No matter, there's a struggle somewhere. And unfortunately, some of us have multiple that we deal with. But, man, them people who try to paint themselves to be perfect, you'll notice those are the people you want to stay away from. You want to stay with them. And even like the toxic positivity people too. I'm going to do a whole episode on that too, because toxic positivity is a thing. And it can be just as like diabolical as just being straight out negative. Like seriously. But yeah, man, nothing matters. And I mean that in like the brightest of terms and the most bleakest of terms. It can be a thing that can be scary for you, or it can be a thing that can be freeing. Now, this is my personal experience as a gay black man in America with, turning 40. I'm in my first 6 months of being 40. And like, this is stuff I've picked up on along the way. And I'm just here to talk about that. You can identify with it or not, but this is just my thing. Like I can be even a little bit more specific. I'm gonna talk to y'all. I can talk to y'all about dating. With me, it's like what you want. When it comes to dating with me in 2025 at 40 years old, it's very much I'm on some what you want type of energy. I need to know what it is as soon as possible. Off rip. What are we doing here? Is this just like a friends with benefits thing? Are we just friends? Or are we actually dating and trying to get to know each other? Because those are 3 different versions of ChaseKassidy that you're gonna get, mamita. So you gotta let me know, because I don't want to come at you on some friends with benefits. I'm just trying to, see what them cheeks talking about, and you want to be my homie, or you or like you are like, nah, like I actually want to date you. Like I need to know. So like, what are we doing here? I don't have time to waste. And like people, time ain't what we think it is. And people, I've always, even when I was in my teens, when I was in my 20s, like I never really liked it when people would be like, oh, you got time. We don't always have time. You don't know how much time I have. I don't know how much time I have. So don't tell me I got time. But I also know I've used a lot of time at this point. 40 years is behind me. 40 years and 6 months is gone, B. So just, unless we make some crazy advancements with technology and medicine, I know I got about this much time left, here to here. I have like a range. I'm not wasting time trying to like really get to know you, find out what you like to eat, what you like to do, what your colors and favorite colors and shit are, when all you really are here for is my beef.
I know that's right.
Look, we could do that. We could do that until I find my nigga, cause I don't cheat. I don't, until I find my person, you can have my beef. If we got a mutual attraction, let's go. You grown, I'm grown, we consent. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna tell you, I'm just coming over here to put something in you and I'm leaving. Like, because again, 3 different, who has time? Dating is so different for me now, man. Dating is what you want. I like to date I always have liked to date with intention and purpose, but now it's like a mandatory thing, intention and purpose. No, I'm not, no, we not. If I'm just beefing you, no, I'm not. Why we not going out on no date? I'm not spending bread to like feed you. And you ain't spending bread to feed me. Like we not here for that. It's beef. That's what we here for. Like, bruh, chill. Like, I know my sex is good.
What?
I know my sex is good. I know it is, and I know I know it's enough. Like, I'm good in the front and the back. Like I'm straight. You know what I mean? Like, so if that's what we agreed on, then that is all you get. That's it. You don't get to get my emotions. You don't get to get my intimacy. You don't get to, sex and intimacy are very different things. That's another thing I've learned as I've gotten older. When I was younger, it's not all the same. It's not all the same. And so again, even sexually, like if we just smashing, we just beefing, you get one part of me. Now, if we together, you dating me, you get a plethora. Lots of choices. Lots of speeds, lots of different colors and textures and fun things to do, you know. But again, compartmentalize, my boy. And also, and this is going to be a hot take. Some people might get mad. Get down in the comments and let me know if you're mad. The older you get, you start seeing when you're dating, you start being able to see who has and has not been taking care of themselves the past 40 years. You can see it, man. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man. Like I'm talking physically, I'm talking emotionally, I'm talking spiritually, I'm talking all. You can see who has not taken care of themselves. You can see who ain't drinking that fucking water. You can see who ain't exfoliating and moisturizing. You can see who ain't stretching. You can see who doesn't have a proper moral center. Like you see this stuff, man. And no, I'm sorry. If I'm taking care of myself, if I'm washing my face, you know, and my ass, you know, and I'm working out and I'm eating well and I'm taking care of my personal health and I'm taking care of my mental health so I can be a good partner to you. No, you don't get to show up here not having taken care of yourself, bro. I see it from a mile away, and the answer is no. Take care of yourself, man. And then you get mad and then you're like, oh, it's a fat. It has nothing to do with your weight, bro. It has nothing to do. Are you taking care of yourself? Are you doing what you need to do to make sure that you are whole and the best that you can be? I hope this is making sense. I don't want this to come across as some sort of like, you gotta look like this and you gotta sound. It's nothing about mass femme, like fat, skinny. It's nothing like that. I'm saying take care of yourself. You walking up trying to like approach or whatever, but your breath is crazy.
Damn.
Why? You walking up, you trying to approach and you got, why? Or we go out on a date or something and you rude to the server. Why? You know, like gross. Like take care of yourself. Got me in here getting all passionate about it. And I mean, I hate to like kind of be like this, but I don't, because it's a part of my story and it's a part of my life. But the way I look at mortality is shifted a lot at 40. That you realize again how much time has passed and it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real. But then you think about what you have going forward and like the quality of life that you want to have and the way, and you start to realize the clock is ticking, man. And for me personally, I've danced with death once at 32. Like I really wasn't sure I was gonna get here. You know what I mean? So I don't feel any more mortal, you know, now that I'm older. I've always known that mortality was a thing, even before my sickness, but I feel the pressure of time more. I've had a lot of pain in my life, man. If I'm being honest with you, like things like I'm good, man. Like, you know, and I'm glad to be here. Still, as crazy as it is outside, I'm still glad to be here. But I've had a lot of pain, man, in my life. A lot of struggle, a lot of like hustle, hardship. And I want to be able to not only achieve the things that I know are going to bring me joy, and like I'll feel like, yes, like I did what I came here to do. I want to have time to really, you know, experience those things. I want to have time to experience what real, true, safe, you know, romantic love feels like. A love that I can like fall into and just and I'm all right, and he all right. Like that's I want time to have that and experience that and create memories with each other, and I want to have, you know, even with the success of this channel, of this network, I want to have time to be able to, you know, tour the country with me and then the other sweet talkers, and like come and meet y'all, and like I want to be able to have time to. So you start feeling that at 40. You do like let's go. I'm not going to be here, you know, forever. I ain't want to put a number on it because you know what I mean. But I ain't gonna be here forever, man. So I want to be able to do the things that I feel like I came here to do and enjoy them. So health and fitness is important, yeah. It kind of ties into what I was talking about with like dating and stuff. But like, yeah, health and fitness is important, and I can't afford to fall off. Not at once you cross over into 40, yo, bro, you can't afford to fall off. Once you get where you want to be, it's so much easier to maintain it. I had such a hard time. I wasn't even 40 yet. I think I was like 36-ish, maybe, something like that. I can't remember. But back some years ago when I went on my weight loss journey and I got fit again, it was hard. It was hard. Now I remember all of the times before, like I started working out, weight just falling off, like I'm just, you know, man, you cross over to 40, you can't afford to fall off. You can't do it. Another thing that I've noticed, man, for me in hitting 40 when it comes to family and friends and like relationships that matter to me, people that I know I love and I know love me, the way that I view them has shifted a bit. I find that I've always had the desire to like spend time with and create memories with people that I love, but it's a more present feeling even now. It's a more nagging feeling even now, and that could have something to do as well. As you guys know, lost a close friend of mine, ours, not long ago, and I've always had in my mind like we don't have a lot of time with people, and you always want to like, but that kind of like really drove it home for me because it was like somebody's taking a 2x4 to the back of your head. Bow! Like nobody saw that coming. So it just kind of drove that home for me. So yeah, I want to create those memories even more. I want to be present even more. I want to push myself and stretch myself even more as much as I can. I find myself that I'm guarded, but I'm able to kind of like, I've gotten better at being able to suss out like, you know, the good from the bad a little bit more as I've gotten older too, and that's a hidden benefit. Even with like family and friends, like I'm far from perfect. I have a lot of gaps that I can fill, a lot of spaces I can be better when it comes to being a better friend or cousin or there's a relationship I'm thinking about right now, man. I unfortunately, and I learned a big lesson from this, man. I lost a very close person, to me, relationship wise, and it's still alive. But just because I wasn't doing what I needed to do. Now I wasn't able, giving myself grace and being fair to me, I wasn't able, but I also wasn't able to communicate that properly for different reasons than I should have. And that's a stretch I could have made. That's a thing I could have done that could have, you know, but as you get older, you learn, man, like you gotta take those L's. You gotta take your responsibility when it comes to those family and friend relationships, the ones that really matter. If they really matter, sometimes you do what you gotta do so that they know that they matter. And you know what, like one more thing, money. The experience of money is different. You couldn't have told me, growing up as a kid in the 90s, you couldn't have told me that this would have been the financial adulthood that like awaited us.
They got me, gal.
Y'all, this is crazy. You know what I mean? So there is a sense of, yeah, like I'm middle-aged officially.
Damn.
But yo, man, like, what's the next like 30 to 40 gonna look like? Like, how am I gonna get through this? Because 40 in 2025 is different than 40 was in 1995 or even 2005. It is very different. There is this innate fear of scarcity that I have that I did not expect. Y'all get in the comments, anybody who, even if you're not 40, do you have like this fear of scarcity or like this thought of what kind of place is this going to be in the next 10 years, 20 years? Like, it's just rough though, because it's like, as a person who I've been working outside of this, I've been working in the same career since 2006, almost 20 years, you know, but to still feel that sense of insecurity is crazy. The prices of everything are far outweighing, you know, it's rough, man. I kind of got hit in the back of the head, you know, it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy to have like follow the rules and like the struggle is still wild. And you know, being under this administration is not really helping. Y'all just wait on me. More stuff, more content like that is coming. Just wait. But in this administration, it's tough, man. All that said, man, I feel really fortunate to have gotten here. Like I said, I had a near-death experience when I was 32, and it changed me for sure. But turning 40 has also caused transformation. I think a lot of people go through this, and when you think about it when you're younger, you're like, oh, I don't even understand. Like, why? You're gonna change. You're gonna change, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I love this sense of like self-assurance. You can't tell me nothing about me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's even on my lowest day when I'm feeling the most inadequate, and I really deal with that. I struggle with that, feeling inadequate. Like even on those days, you can't tell me about me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like that, I'm very comfortable in sitting in that at 40. And I love that for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you for getting this far in the video. If you have stayed with me for this long, I appreciate you. If you want to tip your queen, I'm your queen, go ahead and do so on Cash App or down in the super thanks, or even on Venmo, whatever, however you want to do it. If you leave your comment with your tip, I'll read your comment right here on the next episode of Chasing Your Face. But until then, make somebody smile today, and remember, be nice, asshole.